Hi friends, today we are going to discuss about Victorian novelist and Victorian novel. So far as the Victorian novel is concerned, it is the golden period for the fiction. Though the novels came to existence from the age of Henry Fielding and Richardson, yet it has been developed with the writing of Richards, Brinsley, Jane Austen, and several others. Jane Austen wrote her novel in the Romantic Age. After the end of Romantic Age, the Victorian Age started. The Victorian era gave the birth of a galaxy of eminent novelists in English literature. They are Charles Dickens, William Thackeray, three Bronte sisters, George Eliot, Thomas Hardy as well. Charles Dickens is most famous Victorian novelist. Extraordinary Dickens is still one of the most popular and read authors of the world. He himself belongs to a poor and oppressed family and penned down his novels on the behalf of his poverty. He wrote these following novels: The Pickwick Papers, Oliver Twist, Dombey and Son, David Copperfield, Bleak House, A Tale of Two Cities, Great Expectation, and so on. Besides these above novels, Dickens also wrote lots of short stories in his literature life. William Thackeray was Dickens' great rival in the first half of Queen Victorian reign with a similar style but a slightly more difference from Dickens. He also wrote his novels based on middle class society as Dickens did. He is best known for his novel Vanity Fair, subtitled A Novel Without a Hero, which is popular in Victorian literature, a historical novel in which recent history is depicted. Anne, Charlotte, and Emily Bronte produced notable works of the period, although they were not immediately appreciated by Victorian critics. Wuthering Heights, Emily's only work, is an example of Gothic Romanticism from a woman's point of view, which examines class, myth, and gender. Jane Eyre, The Tenant of Wildfeld Hall, etc., are best novels written by Anne Bronte. The Professor, Shirley, and Violet are well known novels written by Charlotte Bronte. George Eliot is one of the most eminent novelists of the Victorian age. As a novelist, she was greater than Bronte sisters and she was much inspired with Jane Austen of the Romantic age. She wrote seven great novels in her literary life. Among her collection of novels, Adam Bede, Middlemarch, The Mill on the Floss, Romola, and Silas Marner are the world famous novels. She wrote her novels in the context of human society and human activities. She won lots of literary prizes in her life. In Middlemarch, she describes her autobiographical fiction. Thomas Hardy is the greatest name as a novelist in the Victorian age. Several modern critics compare Hardy with William Shakespeare, but he was very different from theory of Shakespeare. As a dramatist, Shakespeare believes in character is destiny, but as a novelist, Thomas Hardy believes in destiny is character. Shakespeare wrote his plays in optimism while Hardy wrote his novels in pessimism. Hardy belongs to two different periods, the 19th century and 20th century. Hardy was much inspired with the novels of Henry Fielding and wrote a galaxy of novels which are based on different issues. Hardy wrote these following novels: Disparate Remedies, The Mayor of Casterbridge, A Pair of Blue Eyes, The Porkman and the Lady, The Return of the Native, Tess of T. Urbavillis, the well beloved as well. Besides these above novelists, the Victorian era also produced a large number of novelists who also contributed a lots for the development of the novels in English literature. They are Richard Doddridge, Elizabeth Gaskell, George MacDonald, Anthony Trollope, and several others. English literature is no doubt highly indebted to the Victorian novelist. Thank you for watching.